GHL does not have a native text message or email parser. This is a big issue for real estate clients, and I've seen in GHL Facebook group multiple people expressing that it would be ideal to have an email or text message parser. But there are ways around it, and you can use things like Zapier and I10 to do it, but I didn't want to do something outside of GHL. I wanted to figure out a way to do it inside. I'm going to show you how we did it for one of our clients. This is the basic issue. My client is a real estate broker and he gets text messages and email like this. One of the places he puts his properties is BizBuySell. He's a commercial real estate broker. And then when a person expresses interest in BizBuySell, he gets a text message like this. And he also gets an email similar to this. This can be for any other listing, wherever they're listing or any other lead generation platform. You can imagine they get a text message or email, and every time you get it, it's a standard message. For example, here, every time they have a lead, it says new BizBuySell lead, and then it lists the name of the property, the name of the person. Of course, these are fake names, and the email address, phone number, and do not reply to this message. And then we want, basically, when we get a lead, we want John Smith to be created as a contact in GHL. And also we want to send non-disclosure agreement, a text message, etc., and add them to the different automations and opportunities. The one issue here is, so this is how we set it up. So this can be applied both email and text message. So if you see here in our thing, the trigger is customer reply trigger, and then reply channel is SMS because we are trying to parse the SMS message. And since this is a standard text message, every time we get a text message from BizBuySell, it's going to say BizBuySell lead. We basically said any text message which contains BizBuySell, that will be the trigger, right? So once the trigger SMS contains BizBuySell, we actually put that. So this is a premium action. We put a GPT action, and it's a custom action type. And we put the message body. Message body is the SMS body. And then our prompt is very simple. Extract the name from this message. And we use just GPT-5 mini because it's cheaper. There is no reason to use the full version. So when the message appears here, and then the prompt is extract the name from this message. The next one is the same, extract the email from this message. The next one is extract the phone number from this message. So we have now extracted name, email, and phone number using GPT. The business name is listed in the front. It can be a long name or a different name. So I basically said, extract the first 3 words of the business name. We don't want the whole thing. I'll show you why in a minute. So we extracted name, email, phone number, and business name. And then initially when I created this, I said create a new contact. But the problem in GHL is you cannot have 2 contacts at the same time in a workflow because the customer replied is one contact, which is BizBuySell phone number. And then if you say create a new contact, it will not do it. And I contacted GHL. They said there is no way to do it. We can have one customer or lead going through the workflow at a time. But what you can do is I found a workaround it. I basically said update contact field, right? So what's going to happen is BizBuySell text number is going to initially appear as a contact, but we are going to update it every time. So the full name is ChatGPT response 1, phone is ChatGPT response 3, email is ChatGPT response 2, right? These are the responses we extracted. And then it's going to create a new contact every time. And then I'm going to tag that contact based on the business name so that I know which businesses they were interested in or which listings they're interested in because we extracted that in the business name extraction. So now they are tagged, and then I'm also going to tag them as BizBuySell, and then I'm tagging them with another thing called NDA because that's going to kick off a document and contracts workflow where they're going to get a non-disclosure agreement immediately so that they can sign it so we can actually send them relevant documents for the listing. And then we can then assign to user, which is my client, and then we can also create an opportunity as a new lead. So I'm going to quickly show you how it works in action. So I'm going to send this text message I showed you, and then let's see what happens. So I just sent a text message. Let's see if you get it here. So you see here, it says, hey, new BizBuySell lead, turnkey daycare business, John Smith, etc. If we go to the actual execution here, we can see actually what's happening on this end. Okay, first thing is it has added to the workflow because it had a word called BizBuySell. Then it extracting the full name. If you see here, it extracted John Smith. And then it extracted his johnsmith@gmail.com. And then let's refresh it. Then execution logs again. Then it extracted the phone number. If you can see, ChatGPT response was this. Extracted the business name, turnkey daycare business. Then it updated the contact field. So it created a new contact. It added the tag business name. It added the BizBuySell tag NDA, assigned to user, and created the opportunity. So this is a roundabout way to overcome the restrictions in GHL, and GHL can perfectly serve as an email parser or a text message parser as well.